Hello guys, today I will walk through Skyclops and explain his different abilities and show you how my team is set up to deal as much damage as possible. We will also try out different teams to see if we can increase our damage dealt. But first, let's go through his abilities. When he does his ultimate, he charges briefly before shooting a laser beam that sweeps through the 10-tile arc, dealing 260% damage to all enemies touched by the laser. So his second ability is Enlightenment Shield. He will summon up 4 Wings of Light, and he cannot be targeted and gains damage immunity while Wing of Light is present, and its physical damage received is reduced by 40%. Skyclops casts Doom Shield 10 seconds after all Wings of Light are defeated. Skyclops will alternate between casting the Enlightening Shield and the Doom Shield. And every time he casts it, it reduces the physical damage received by 10%. So the longer you go into the fight, the harder they are to kill. The third ability is the Doom Shield. And it's the same as the Enlightening spell, but instead of physical damage, it's magical damage received. So the difference between the second and third ability is that it reduces different type of damage against the summons. The same way, it increases by 10% for every stage, so they become harder and harder to kill with magic instead of physical, as the first one is. And the last ability is a passive. So basically, if there are any Wings of Light present on the field, Skyclops' physical damage is increased by 15%, and when Wings of Darkness are present on the field, Skyclops' magical damage is increased by 15% instead. So depending on what summon is out, he does either more physical damage or more magical damage. So now that we've gone through its abilities, let's jump in and do some attempts. This is the team that I tried out the last time. Let's just do an attempt and see how well we do. We have no problem with the sweeping laser. That's also why we don't have a Coco. Because the Coco will give you damage reduction. So if you're early on in the account where you're still trying to beat a lot of the early stages of this boss, if you're dying to the laser beam, put in a Coco. That will help you a lot. And if your Coco keeps dying, try and ascend him further up, so he gets more stats. Here we just have Rowan doing a lot of energy, giving our teammates energy, so they can ulti faster. So Merrily gets her hyper focus up, so she gains more attack bonus. As you can see, these summons just become harder and harder to kill. So 38 million. Merrily did a lot of damage. Odie came second. Cecia didn't do that much, but she's pretty good at just tanking with the Carline. But what we're gonna do is remove the Cecia, put in Temesia. That way we actually get the faction bonus. 14% attack in HP. And let's see how this goes instead. Also, the benefits with me having a Temesia at Supreme Plus is that she will become immune or unaffected once she has done ultimate twice. So now she changed colors, so now she's basically immune, and we just keep on doing, and we basically just keep on charging all the time. And it also increases her speed. Looks like this is gonna be a new personal best. And for this fight, it's really recommended to have a lot of AoE. or not a lot, but a decent amount of AoE, so you can kill those summons as quickly as possible. And we already beaten our record with 3 million, and we have 14 seconds left. So we did like 5 million more damage, swapping out the Zacess for Temesia. The Temesia does a decent amount of damage, considering she's just a tank running back and forth. And we ranked 27th. That's nice. So what else could we do to improve this? I don't have Rainier high enough, so I don't think he's that good of an option. We could go for like Corin and see what happens. After we've done all the attempts, I will also go in and show you like some of the stats of the heroes I've used, or how far I've upgraded them. So you kinda know when you will be able to deal the same amount of damage, or when a hero will be able to pop off. Looks like this could be another PB. I'm not sure though. Depends on how fast we can kill the summons. That's very close in damage. I haven't gotten my coring very far up. What we could, even though we don't need a survivability, we could put Coco in just to see how much it helps when she feeds an ally. Because when she feeds an ally, she grants them attack for 5 seconds. And she also have a mighty spear. She increased the damage taken. So when she uses that on the boss will take more damage. So let's see how that goes. And here comes the summons again. We have 10 seconds left. Kinda close to the PB again. Like 500k less. So now that we tried out Temesia, I kinda wanna try out Kruger. And the reason why I go Kruger instead of Temesia now is because I wanna see how much difference the 4% makes. Because now we have 4 Maulers, it increases our faction bonus. And that way we get to 18% instead of 14. And it would be interesting to see how much that 4% does. Sure, we have less AoE, so we can't kill the summons as quickly. But hopefully we'll still be able to do a lot of damage. We now have 20 seconds left. Looks like we kinda will get to the same as before. And here comes the last wave of summons. So if we can kill them pretty quickly. Yeah, that's also like 500k from the record, maybe 600. Let's see how it goes with Rainier. But it kinda looks like we will end up at the kinda the same amount as we have done before. A couple of millions less. That's like 2 million less. Oh, actually 4 million less. So if we check the ranking, if we had 4 million less, yeah, we would barely be top 50. So this is how important it is to find out what works for your account. Let's go back to this team and see what happens. Here comes the last summons. The smash came down perfectly. but we're still missing like 2 million damage to beat the record. So there you have it, Skyclops. You just need to find what works for your account. It all depends on how lucky you've been in your recruitment and how much you high roll or low roll. Let's check out my team for a bit. So here you have my Coco. Coco is Supreme with +5 exclusive weapon. My OD is Supreme Plus with +10, so he gets a lot of bonuses. He starts with more energy as well, so he can get his poison out faster.
Hey, you all right? Be more careful.
My Smokey is Supreme Plus. It increases the amount of healing he does. He has its special aroma. He also have the increased damage in the special aroma. I have his exclusive weapon at +5, because I don't think the stun is necessary right now. My Temesia is Supreme Plus. Her exclusive weapon is +5, and she really pops off when she's done her ultimate twice, so she become unaffected. And I level up her weapon, so she would do some self-healing as well. At S+, she reduces the enemy's physical defense by 1 when she eats her ultimate on them, stacking up to 6 times, so it's 6%. And here we have Merrily. I have it at Supreme. I got 14 copies left to get her to Supreme Plus. I have a weapon at +10 to get up to level 3, where it increases each stack of attack bonus to 7.5 instead of the 5%. It really helps out a lot.
Inventory, shipment,
Then we have the Rowan
deliveries,
that you
am I
can
missing
use if
anything?
you need to, and
Give
I
it to
used
my
him a bit.
customers.
The exclusive weapon is +5. You don't really need to level up the exclusive weapon to +5. It only changes the amount of healing you do with 5% and their physical and medical defense by 5% as well. It's not a huge difference, and it didn't change anything in my fights.
You desire an audience.
My Cecia is at Supreme Plus. Her exclusive weapon is +5, just so I can absorb some of the vitality. It doesn't really matter a lot on the boss, but it's really nice in some normal fights. And she's really nice at Supreme Plus because the agonizing puncture is reduced to 1 attack instead of 3, so she always deals more damage with her attacks. And that's it for today's video. I hope it helped you understand Skyclops a bit better and how you can use your account and what you've gotten to deal even more damage. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.